Today we're going to learn how to draw an owl using texture. We looked at real owls and owls created by different artists to get inspiration for this project. Start with an upside down U for the owl's head. And then you will draw two curved lines down from the bottom of the U that curve out for the wings of the owl. And then for where the eyes will go and where its ears will be, you'll draw two diagonal lines. At the end of those diagonal lines, you'll draw two half circles for the owl's eyes. You can also color those in. At the other end of the line, you'll draw a curved line down back to the owl's head for the feathers that are near its ears. You can draw a V for the beak and then a curved line on top of the V for the top of the beak. For its neck feathers, you can draw a curved zigzag line from one side of the U to the other. Then we'll draw a bumpy line that curves down and back up for the back of the owl. Then you can draw a straight line in the middle of that line to show the separation of the wings. And then we can start drawing the feathers of the wings. So we'll do another bumpy, curvy line that goes down and touches that straight line that you drew. Draw another straight line, and we'll do another row of feathers, except these feathers are going to be a lot bigger and longer. The farther the feathers go down on the owl's wings, the bigger they get. And you start to fill in the shape of the owl with the feather shapes. Notice that when I'm adding these bigger feathers on, I'm only drawing part of the feather because the feathers are overlapping each other. After you finish a row of feathers, go ahead and move to the next row of feathers. Each row of feathers will get bigger as you get closer to the tips of the wings. Now that you've finished the wings, we can start drawing the tail feathers. And then we'll draw a branch about where the owl's feet would be. And then you can start adding texture. I'm starting with some kind of squiggly lines in the branch for the branch texture. And then you can start adding texture to the feathers. Owl feathers are made up of different little blocks of color, and you can just color in little shapes of color that are kind of loosely drawn in, and that will look like the owl feathers. It gives the illusion of texture. You can also go over your pencil lines with colored pencils as you work. If you have different colors you'd like to use on your owl, try to stay in the same color family. So I'm using black along with my brown to make my neutral owl have more interest with the different colors and textures that I'm using. It's a lot of work and there's a lot of texture going into this owl, but keep up the good work. To add texture to the face of the owl, I'm adding smaller black lines and adding some little smaller U-shapes for smaller feathers towards the top of the owl's wings. Also adding some lines in the middle of the bigger feathers to show the midrib of the feathers. If you have marker, you can also add a little bit of texture with your marker as well.